Hey everyone, this is Lori with Creative Lady Boss Designs. Today I'm going to walk you through on the iPad how you can take an image that you've drawn in Procreate and turn it into a frame for Canva. So we're going to start out in Procreate, and some people may wonder why you would want to do that, because in Procreate you can have your image and you can bring in a picture. So we'll just tap here and we'll say add, insert a photo, and we'll just insert this photo. And you can tap up here on the layers and you can clip mask it to below. And some people might want to say, I can do that. Why would I need to create a frame and bring it into Canva? Because if you're designing all of your designs in Canva, then it's easier to create the frame in Procreate and go through that step processes to bring it into Canva instead of bringing different designs from Canva over to Procreate. So I'm going to go out and we're going to be working with the vase and the peace sign. So first I'm going to open up the vase, and because I already have it drawn, you want to make sure that it is filled in with black or a dark color. And once we have this, we're going to come up and tap on the wrench. We're going to go to Share, PNG, and we're going to save it to our photo library. From here, we are done for now in Procreate. We will close that down. I'm going to come over to Google Chrome, and there is a site you'll notice at the top, convertio.co. Now this offers for you to upload your PNG and convert it to an SVG. Keep in mind, I ran into a snag the other day where it only allows 10. And so what I actually had to do is I had to clear all my cache and browsing history, and so it will let me do it again. So from here, we're going to tap on the red and choose a file. I'm going to choose Photo Library, and I'm going to choose the vase. And you'll notice it brought in the image, and then you'll see in the white bar where it says the image name, and then it says to SVG. You want to make sure that says to SVG, and if it doesn't, tap on the down arrow and choose it. And then we're going to tap on the red convert. So this is going to go through and convert the PNG to an SVG, so that way we can bring it into another application and actually turn it into a frame before bringing it into Canva. So right here, we're going to tap on the download, and you'll notice at the bottom it'll pop up and you'll say download, and then you want to touch on open in, and I'm going to save this to files. I'm going to come to my iCloud Drive, and I'm going to choose, just type a name and click on done. So then from here, we're done with this site. So you want to come up to the top and you want to add a new tab. And the next site we're going to go into is called Figma. It's figma.com. And if you don't have an account, it's free to create one. So I'm going to go ahead and get logged in here. And once we get logged in, at this home screen, where it says in the orange Diagram Basics in FigJam, right above that there's a box that says New Design File. You want to touch on that. And then you're going to open up a canvas, and at the top left hand you'll see it looks like little circles, but it's actually an F. You'll see where you have the blue highlighted, which is the arrow, and then a pound sign, and then a square. You want to tap on the drop down next to the square, and you want to choose Place Image Video. And from here we want to choose Files, because that's where we save the SVG to. And I'm going to come to my iCloud Drive, tap Vector Vase, and tap Open. And from here, what you want to do is you want to touch the screen and drag, and it's going to bring in your vase. Now you will notice on the left-hand side is your layers panel. At the layers panel where it says Vector Vase 1, right below that it says Group. Touch on Group, and then you will see an arrow up here to the left of it, and you want to tap on that down arrow, and then you want to touch on Vector. That chooses the vector individual by itself and not the background or anything. From this point, we're going to work in the right-hand side of the canvas. So on the right-hand side, you're going to see where it says Design, Constraints, Layer, Fill, Stroke, Effects, Export. We're going to touch on the black underneath Fill. And it's going to do a pop-up, and up at the left of that pop-up where it says Solid, you want to touch the down arrow and you want to choose an image. So it's going to put like a checkerboard in there. So in that pop-up, tap on that checkerboard, and we're going to choose a file from our photo library. At this point, it doesn't matter what file you choose. So I am going to come down here and just choose a random file. What this does is it fills that vase with that image. So we can click on X to close that pop-up. Now the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to export this. So on the right-hand side of the window, at the very bottom, you're going to see Export. You want to touch on the plus sign. Now here is where it makes the biggest difference. Where it says 1x suffix PNG, you want to hit that drop down next to PNG, and you want to make sure it says PDF. It has to be a PDF, otherwise when you bring it into Canva, it will not work. So we're going to touch on Export Vector, and then at the bottom of the screen you'll see Download, and then we're going to tap Open In, and I'm going to save this to my files as well. And I'm just going to call this Vector Vase PDF. And so at this point we are done in Figma and we're done in Chrome, so we can get out of there. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open up Canva. So at the Canva home screen, up in the upper right hand side, you want to tap on Upload, and you want to choose File, because that's where we saved the PDF, was out to the iCloud Drive. And I'm going to come to my iCloud Drive, and I got to do a list. And maybe I didn't save it in the right place. Right there it is. I saved it in the wrong place. It's under my PNG folder. We're going to tap on it, and we're going to let this upload. Now, in a prior video, which I'll tag up here in the screen, I showed you how to do this from Canva using the Convert.io and the Figma and bringing it back into Canva. And you could do all that for free. But if you're going to use Canva for the sole process, you can, if you have a Canva Pro, export as an SVG. If you don't have a Canva Pro, I will leave a link down below for a 45-day free trial of Canva Pro. Canva Pro, not just for the SVG and doing this, it has so many other benefits to it. So once this is downloaded, we're going to open up the file. And I'm just, on the right hand side, you'll see a pop-up at the very bottom right. I'm going to tap the X to close it. And I'm going to tap on the vase. And at any of the corners, I'm going to grab a circle and I'm going to just resize it and bring it in. Now that we have the vase PDF file in Canva, you'll notice right above the vase, because I have it selected, and you can tell it's selected with the purple lines around it, you're going to notice a duplicate, a trash can, and 3 dots. You want to tap on the 3 dots and choose at the very bottom, Detach Image. And then what you can do is you can tap on the trash can and delete that image. Now you have your frame in Canva, where you can come to Photos and you can drag in any photo, or up in Elements, you'll notice I have this purple up in the upper left, this marble. You could, if it's a full screen, you could bring that in. So actually I'm going to go back to photos, and we're just going to choose a random photo here. Let's see. We'll just tap on this, and then it brings it over to the screen. You want to tap on it and just move it a little bit, and it will bring it in. Now I don't like that, so I am going to detach it and delete it. And we'll bring in something a little more colorful, so that way you can really see the outline of the vase. We'll tap this one, and there you go. Now you have this vase. From this point, so if you have an image that you don't want to keep having to convert it, what I would do is, even though the PDF is in your recents, I would save this to a specific folder, maybe call it frames, and that way you've always got it and you know where it's at when you want to use it at a later date. So from here, I want to go back out and I want to show you something in Procreate that you need to make sure that you're doing so it will all work really well. So we're going to come back out of Canva. I'm going to go into Procreate. I'm going to come back out to my gallery, and we're going to open this peace sign. Now you'll notice the peace sign is not filled in. So if I were to export this and go through the whole process of creating the frame, when I filled this image, it's only going to fill in the black outlines. So if you have an image like that and you want to use it as a frame, you actually have to fill it. It has to be filled, so that way when you bring the image in, when you get it into Canva and you bring an image in, it's going to fill the whole black area. So, and then from here we would follow the same process that we just went through. I hope you found this helpful, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos when they come out. And if you want to learn more about Canva, I have a whole playlist on Canva tutorials. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments, and I always respond to comments. See you in the next video.